Hello. It is Lynx here, and I am here with Chapter 6 of A Mix of Discoveries by Kitty 2012 on AO3. All of the same tags, warnings, and characters apply, and let's get into it. Chapter 6, A Class Mystery Solved. Izuku was officially in UA now, and he had been for a while. The USJ had happened, so had the sports festival, as well as the Hosu incident, and finally he got a bit of a break. Izuku, at the start of the year, when he realized that he wasn't going to have enough time for analysis, even if he didn't have the strict routine anymore, had announced to his daily forums that not only was he going to be taking time off as his schedule was still busy, but that Yamikumo and Deku were the same person, which had mixed reactions, but most of his buyers stayed despite those facts. Now, since his schedule had cleared for a while, he might as well restart his side job. There was some specific buyers that had messaged him with requests that seemed quite urgent. He would have to get to those later on, but for now he needed to collect his binders. The people on laundry duty had gotten them mixed up with bras for the third time this month, and this meant it was in the girls' locker rooms. Hence why he was doing this at 3 a.m. instead of 8 a.m. He didn't really think the laundry room being next to the locker room made sense, since most of their wardrobe was out-of-school items for the dorms, but he supposes it made sense for their hero costumes and school uniforms. Either way, he needed to collect them from there. His socked feet quietly pattered on the firm ground, the cold gnawing at him despite his warm pajamas. The light was on in the locker rooms. It had drawn some suspicion from Izuku, but not much considering that many had priorly forgotten to turn the light off when leaving, but this time it was different. This was a trap. The door clicked open, and suddenly a screech of disgust yelled out, "You pervert! How could you?" Midoriya? Mina looked shocked, and the rest didn't look much better. Ochako looked haunted, Yaoyorozu looked hurt, and Asui looked revolted, and Ida looked almost the same as Ochako, but worse. I can explain, guys. This genuinely isn't... Midoriya tried to explain and was cut off by Yaoyorozu saying, "We'll discuss this back at the dorms. The rest of the class is also awaiting an explanation." And with that, the group had led Midoriya back to the class, acting as if he was a traitor or some role that a villain would play. He guesses it makes sense. Having an obvious creep do this type of stuff is expected, but having the class protector and Cinnamon Roll do this was a shock. "Wait, it was Midoriya? No way, that's disgusting!" came a chorus of yelling from the class before Ida managed to calm them down. "Midoriya, explain. You said you could." Of course." In all honesty, he had no idea what to do. He would have done it back in the laundry room with a small group, but now he had to explain to 20 people how he was trans, and considering the fact that they all looked revolted or shocked, this was just a reminder of middle school. "Well, I'm trans. I've been transitioned since the second to last year of middle school, female to male. It wasn't in any of the school records because I had tried to hide it so I wouldn't be treated differently. Yeah, my binders have been getting mixed up with the bras, hence this situation." Please don't tell any of the teachers. I'm not ready to tell them just yet." A chorus of agreements came from the class. After Midoriya had explained himself, basically all the class had swarmed him with questions, which he answered most, before Ida shooed them off to bed. With that, he went to his room as well. He needed to resort his wardrobe, and his energy levels were spiked with the events in the last 10 minutes. Alright, this was a pretty short chapter. There is only one left. I'm enjoying this. It is a nice, pretty short series, and if you guys want, after I post Chapter 7, I will edit all of them together and remove the intros and outros. Just so there's like one intro and one outro, and you guys can have the whole video. It'd probably be close to an hour long, but I would love to do that for you guys. So remember to eat, sleep, drink your water, take your meds, and when you sleep, go to bed at a reasonable time. Lynx, signing off.